I look demonic. Hold on. Okay. Still kind of look demonic. Or do I look like a 5-year-old? I can't really tell. We're just gonna continue on with the video. God, I'm kind of thirsty. I don't know why. But I think I figured out why I was dissociating so badly yesterday. And a lot of today. It was because, I don't know, like, just my dad, I don't know why, I, like, didn't think anything could really, like, stun me or shock me. Like, I knew things could trigger me, but, like, that's not the same thing as being, like, shocked. Like, triggering, like, something that triggers you is, like, something out of your control. Something that, like, shocks you is, like, a total surprise. Like, sometimes you can, like, predict triggers, or you can see patterns in triggers. Like, actually all the time, because triggers are usually, like, have, like, a pattern. Because triggers derive from something, you know? But shock is unpredictable because it's shocking. Wow. That was kind of low-key a pun. Hello. We're back in business. Anyways, so, just, like, I was really shocked by, like, my dad just, like, figuring out, like, exactly what kind of a person he is. And, like, I guess I couldn't mentally handle it. Because my, like, first reaction was anger. Like, emotional response, like, was anger. And I was angry for a few days. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, a switch turned off and, like, I let go of the anger. And then all that was left was, like, the shock and the pain, and, like, I couldn't deal with it, so my body was like, let's escape. And, like, it escaped for a good fucking amount of time, like, all of yesterday and the majority of today. Like, I don't think I actually fully stopped dissociating until, like, around 7 p.m., which is bad. Like, it was, like, functional dissociation. Well, I mean, debatable. But, okay. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, I have different levels of dissociation. And, like, depending on the trigger, like, it, like, does, like, different things. So, like, for, like, the whole time, they were, like, differentiating levels of dissociation. But I was still dissociating. So, like, sometimes, like, it was literally, like, I would have, like, hours of me just, like, I needed to, like, for some reason, I crave darkness when I'm, like, uncomfortable, or, like, I need, like, or I'm dissociating, like, I want to be in the dark. Like, it's weird. Like, I used to be terrified of the dark when I was little, and, like, now I freaking love it. I don't understand. Like, it's so weird. Like, I used to be terrified of the dark for a lot of reasons, but then it's, like, just this, like, past year, like, I've just started loving the dark. Like, I, like, literally, like, love the dark. Like, it's so weird. I don't understand, whatever. So anyways, like, whenever I'm, like, in an uncomfortable situation, like, I kind of, like, crave, like, silence and, like, dark places. I sound psychotic. But yeah, like, that's basically what I do. So, like, today my dad and I went to, like, refill my antidepressants, and, like, I was still, like, low-key, like, dissociating, but, like, I was able to, like, handle it because, like, it was a low-level dissociation, like, while I was, like, at school. Like, when I woke up this morning, like, I was still dissociating, but, like, I was, like, manageable. Like, when I'm, like, low-key dissociating, like, I'm, like, slower than normal and, like, have, like, slower response to things and, like, phase out more often. But, like, I'm still, like, somewhat present, and, like, I can still, like, hold a conversation somewhat. And, like, I can still register things, and, like, I still, like, remember things, and, like, I still process things. I just process them a lot slower. It's not that, like, I forget everything, or that I'm blacking out, or, like, I, like, I'm not processing anything, because I am. It's just extremely slowly. Like, like I think it's called Zootopia, but I watched this like old. Well, I guess it's not that old. This like I think it was like 2016. Like there's this cartoon movie called Zootopia that came out, and like there's this scene at the DMV for Zootopians. And Zootopia is like this place with like it's a utopia for animals. Hence the name Zootopia, because utopia is like a utopian world, which is like a perfect society. Zoo, animals, Zootopia. You see that? Okay, anyways. So, I'm the only one who got it, though. Like, okay, I'm not the only one who got it, but, like, when it first came out, I was, like, irritated, because, like, nobody made the connection. Like, I literally talked to my dad about it, I talked to my mom about it, I talked to, like, a couple friends about it, and was like, hey, like, Zootopia, like, it's kind of a funny pun, like, you get it? And they were kind of like, what pun? It's just a weird word. And I'm just like, no, it's a pun. And then I explained it to them, and they were like, oh, that is clever. And I was just kind of like, why? Like, what? It's not that hard. Okay, it's not that hard. Like, I mean, it's not like I can judge, though, because, like, I literally, like, barely passed my classes. So, not to mention failed every single math class that I've gotten since middle school through high school. So, you know, let's not push it, you know, like, not pushing it. Yeah. Not good. Yeah, it's bad. I'm so bad at math, this is not even funny. Like, I also watched this video recently, that was, like, about, like, the top 10, like, best degrees to get, or like majors to get, where like you can get like a lot of well-paying or like have like a wide variety of jobs. All 10 of them had to do with either science, engineering, or math. I was like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, not one of them had any correlation. Well, I mean, physics. Which I actually kind of, like, think that being a physicist or a physicist. Because physician is like a doctor. And physicist is the scientist. So, yeah, physicist. Like, I think that would be a cool job. But, like, I also don't think that I have, math handled even a little bit to be able to be a physicist. But, like, I think that would be a really cool job. And, like, physics was on the list, and, like, I thought that was cool, but, like, also freaking suck at math. But, like, who knows? Maybe I'm taking physics next semester. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll be okay at physics. Who knows? Like, you never know. Like, highly doubt it. Highly fucking doubt it. But, like, you never know. You know? Like, my brain might surprise me. You know? Like, don't know. It's hard to tell what fucking goes up in there. Like, Jesus Christ. It's more confusing than, like, the Bermuda Triangle, I swear to God. Anyways, but yeah, I think that, like, my dissociation got really bad, because, like, I was just, like, I was shocked by my dad's, like, admission, or, like, revelation, I guess, but, like, I didn't know how to handle it, so, like, I reacted in anger, but, like, it was all internal anger, but, like, I'm so used to, like, holding back things from people and, like, building up walls, especially with people that I don't trust. And when he revealed that to me, like, I immediately, like, my I don't trust you walls, like, came popping back up. And, like, I just, like, turned into, like, I don't know what I call, like, this me. Like, it's not, like, it's like a defense mechanism, kind of. Like, I just, like, turn into, like, an impassive, like, silent, like, person, like, which isn't me. But, like, and it's different from being nervous, because, like, nervous, quiet, shy me is, like, different from this. Like, this is, like, completely defensive, and, like, just, like, a way for me to, like, cope and, like, defend against like people, and it's almost like I refuse to like talk, like, and it's like it's not impossible for me to talk because I have talked when I'm like in this thing, but like it's like there's like this heavy like irrational fear, like whenever I have like these defensive walls up, like I have this like irrational fear of talking, like, or like even like making eye contact with people. Like it's so weird. Like it's not shy because like I when I put those walls up, like I don't really feel anything towards the person because like that's how I defend myself. Like I don't feel, like I get impassive and like I get like really like silent, and like it's really weird. I don't really know why. I mean, I kind of know why, because I guess I developed it as like a defense mechanism against my mom, because like when she would have her episodes, like I just kind of learned that like you can't respond, and like to not get offended and like retaliate or like get hurt by her, like either physical or emotional abuse, whether intentional or not, like it still hurt me. And like the way that I would cope with that was like going into that, which was like build a wall, impassive, like silent. I mean, it's not dissociation because like I'm aware. It's just that like I don't have control. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's God, there's so many things like that I do on like a regular basis that I can't even begin to like explain. And like I'm just kind of starting to like realize that these are like habits that I do, and they're kind of like not weird, but like they're not healthy. Like, because it's not healthy when somebody is like hurt you to just clam up and be like silent and like take the pain that they're giving you. Like that's not normal, but that's like what I do. Like it's just like a defense mechanism. Like I know, like, well, I'd been taught with my mom that like standing up for myself didn't get anywhere. And even with the bullies, because like standing up to the bullies like didn't help either, because like the staff didn't fucking care. So, and with my mom, like there was nobody else there to care, so like standing up to her didn't really do anything. It just made the situation worse. So like I kind of learned to like shut down and like just take it, you know, which is not good. But I guess like when he like shocked me like that, and I was like, I don't know, like I just was like really like saddened and like shocked by it, and like just like disgusted, you know. And so like to like be defensive about it, like I put up my wall, but I was like inside I was like seething. Like I was like angry. I was so pissed off. Like, and I talked to my friends about it and they didn't get it, and I got pissed off at them for not getting it. And then I talked to my mom and she got it, and I talked to my therapist and she got it. So like we're all good on those two fronts. And I already know my uncle doesn't like him, so like I got it on 3 people. But like for some reason, well, actually no, that's not true. My 2 best friends understand it as well, because I talked to like all of the people that I really trust about it, like just to get their opinions, because like I don't know, sometimes it's like really hard for me to like trust myself, just because like irrationally, like sometimes I feel like I can't depend or trust myself, because like I think like I talked about this before in like the last video, like my life story fully video, where like I had that like weird dream awake moment of like remembering a lot of my life or childhood. But like I just have a problem trusting myself, because like, and I'm trying to work on it. Like I'm really trying to trust myself and like just let my intuition lead me, and like not holding back. But like it's so hard, because I'm so used to stuffing my feelings down and stuffing my intuition down and ignoring it and just compensating for other people and like compromising for other people, and like ignoring my own feelings and then caring about theirs, or building up walls of like from people that I don't trust, and then in that way like I don't feel or like read or like intuitively like know things either. Like it's really hard because like my whole life like I just like I always remember doing all of these things over and over and over, and it's like a trained habit. It's a really bad habit, but it's a trained habit. I'm like really trying to stop. And like it's like I'm like working on it with my therapist, but like it's also like really hard because like I'm trying not to be too dependent on anybody else, but like I also can't bring myself to trust myself because like I don't know if like I'm trustworthy, because like I guess it comes back to when I was a pathological liar, and like I know through time like I'll probably get over it and let go of the guilt of being a pathological liar, but like I'm still clinging to it. And obviously I don't remember every person that I've lied to, because like that would be impossible, because like literally every person that I interacted with as a kid and even like teenager, like I lied to. Like every single person. Like every single person. Like I'm not even like literally every like just if I wasn't just saying like a hi to somebody, like I was lying to them, because like I just didn't know how to tell the truth. Like I just didn't like like I didn't feel like I don't know, like I don't know, I guess it was like a defense mechanism, just because like I didn't trust people, and so I like lied about everything. But then like it got to the point where I like lied so much that I started believing my lies, and that was also kind of a coping mechanism to deal with like my pain, because like I don't know, when I was younger I tried to like lie about like my family in order to make friends, but like that didn't work out, because like no matter how much I lied or no matter what I did, people still didn't like me. The sad but honest truth. Like, I don't know, like, I was just easy to pick on, like, I don't know, I just, like, I've always been kind of, like, weird and dorky and, like, an outsider, and, like, I'm also, like, was always, like, new to school, and I would always go to a new school, like, at weird times, because, like, my mom and I never planned our moving, like, we just did it, because, like, she was being spontaneous and couldn't sit still, or she lost a job. Or we couldn't afford the place that we were living in, even if she kept her job. So, like, we would move all the time. And sometimes, a lot of times, it was erratic. So, like, we, like, would move, like, in the middle of a semester. Or, like, in the middle of the beginning week of school or something. And, like, it was so weird because, like, or awkward because, like, everybody had already made their friends. Everybody had already made their connections. Especially if we moved to a small town. Everybody had been friends since, like, literally, like, since they were in fucking diapers. And I was, like, this new weird kid. And, like, I didn't really make friends because I was awkward and shy and, like, weird. And I loved books, which nobody loved books as a kid. Like, nobody. Like, everybody thought I was fucking weird for loving books. And then sometimes when I was reading, I would accidentally tune people out. So even the people that would be nice to me, like, I kind of would accidentally tune them out. And then I would, like, say hi to them later on, and then they would like brush me off because like they thought that I didn't like them or something. It was so fucked up. Like, just I don't know, like I just never really made friends very easily as a kid. Even like when I like tried to connect with people and like tried to like lie my way through things, like it never worked, because like there were things that I couldn't lie about that were blatantly obvious about me that like people didn't like, so they didn't like me. I also had, like, accidents as a kid, like, until I was, like, 12. It was really bad. Yeah. I had them for a while until I was, like, around 8, and then, like, they started, like, stopping. Like, I was, like, beginning to, like, stop pissing my pants. But then my half brother happened, and like fear just like was a huge like trigger for that, and it just brought back the pissing pants thing. So like anytime I was nervous or scared, I would pee. Like a fucking chihuahua, I would pee. Or like sometimes like I really needed to go to the bathroom in class, but like I was too like scared and embarrassed to like ask the teacher. So like because I was so used to like being ignored or being bullied that like I like felt awkward like talking. It was so yeah, like sometimes I would just like have accidents in the middle of class because like I just didn't know how to like ask. It was bad. It was so bad. Yeah, and that was another thing for them to bully me over, and just like I remember one time I even like, oh my god, I remember two of my classic lies, especially when I went to a new school and I had my first accident that people were witness to or whatever. But like my two number one lies were I sat in a puddle or I have a condition and can't control my bladder. Like I was sick or something. And they were like, really? I remember one time I even told a teacher the sick with a condition one. And she was like, oh, really? She was like, funny, because the nurse never told me anything like that. And I was like, fuck. Yeah. But obviously I got a handle over it because, like, 17 now and don't piss my pants. I think I stopped when I was, like, around 13, 14. So, like, it didn't last too much longer, but, like, it was still kind of, like, embarrassing when you're, like, 13, 14 and still pissing your pants. Like, yeah. And then I would bedwet whenever I had, like, nightmares, too. Like, it was bad. Oh, I also remember my mom would flip whenever I pissed myself, too, because, like, she thought that I was, like, disgusting. And she didn't know how to handle it, so she flipped out on me a lot, which made it even worse. You know, don't scream at your kids. I don't care how angry you are. Like, you don't scream at your kids, like, ever. Like, if you need to step outside, then you step the fuck outside. If you need to pull over the car and, like, take a walk, I mean, actually don't do that, because, like, if you leave your kid in the car alone, like, that's kind of dangerous. But, like, if you need to, like, go to a park, go to the closest park, or, like, go to the closest friend's house, or go to your house if your house is close, or, like, go to a restaurant, or, like, something, like, a space for you to, like, breathe and, like, step out, and, like, it would be, like, a socially acceptable place to, like, leave your kid. I mean, not leave your kid. Like, not leave your kid, but, like, have both, like, you and your kid, like, walking around freely. Or, like, have your kid and you, like, slightly separated, but, like, not completely, like, I don't know. Like, just, sometimes, like, you just need some space. Like, I get it. Like, it's fine. Like, I know kids are fucking annoying. Like, believe me, I know kids are fucking annoying. I can't stand kids. I'm sorry. I really can't. Like, I mean, okay, that's mean. It's not that I can't stand kids. I just have a low tolerance for bratty children and, like, screaming children and needy children. I just don't have, like, a high tolerance for, like, needy, bratty kids. Just because, like, I don't know. It just literally pisses me off so much when, like, a kid is, like, screaming for no fucking reason. I'm just like, why? Why are you screaming? Like, there's no point in you screaming. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, oh my god. Anyways. I'm dying. Anyways. Yeah. But the point is, like, I get it. Like, kids are annoying as fuck sometimes, and sometimes you need some space. But, like, don't, like, I just, it, oh my god, like, I can't begin to tell you how traumatizing it is for a kid when, like, your parent is screaming at you. Like, it's even worse when they're physically abusive. But, like, I'm not even talking about that. Like, I'm talking about the average parent. Like, screaming at your kid does nothing but terrify them. Like, if you want to, like, have respect, love, and trust between you and your kid, do not fucking scream at them. Do not yell at them. Like, don't even spank them. Because, like, that's just fucked up. Like, I don't even understand why spanking is even a thing. Like, how is it necessary to hit your kid? Like, that's fucked up. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, no. Okay? Like, no. You can't, like, no. No. Like, that's fucked up. And it's even worse when, like, some parents, like, pull their pants down and, like, spank their bare ass. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's so fucked up. Like, I mean, sometimes you need to spank your kid, like, if they're, like, a baby and, like, they can't breathe or something, but that's when they're born and, like, the doctor does that shit. Like, you don't need to spank your fucking child. Like, what the fuck? Like, there are other punishments. There's grounding. There's taking shit away from them. There's putting them in the room. Kind of all of that was grounding. There's, like, timeout. There's putting them in a corner. There's, like, taking away playtime. Like, there's so many different ways to punish your kid other than screaming or yelling at them or physical, like, abuse or, like, spanking or whatever. Like, there's so many different ways and, like, just why? Or, like, when parents manhandle their kids. Like, I've seen some parents do this, like, and I just, like, literally am so tempted to just be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you, like, some parents literally, like, grab their, like, and it breaks my heart when I see, like, parents do this for, like, little kids, like, literally toddlers. Like, they literally, like, if the toddlers are moving fast enough, or the toddler's getting distracted by, like, some candy or some shit, like, they'll literally, like, pull on their arm, and, like, yank them back. And, like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit, like, they're not even doing anything wrong. Like, okay, maybe if they stray off too far, just be like, hey, Timmy, like, get the fuck over here. I mean, obviously, don't say get the fuck over here, but, like, Timmy, come over here, because I don't want you to, like, get lost. But, like, don't physically, like, yank them. Like, that's, like, wait, like, what? Like, no. Like, no. Like, maybe if, like, they're being really stubborn and, like, being really annoying, then, like, maybe, like, hold their hand or, like, clutch their hand. But, like, don't yank them. Like, that's, like, what? Like, no. Like, what? No. Like, oh, just the way some people, like, handle their kids, I'm just kind of like, why? Like, I mean, I'm not going to be a parent, or if I am going to be a parent, it's going to be adopting or fostering, but, like, still, like, I don't think people realize, like, the damage that they can ensue on, like, children, because, like, as a child, like, you don't understand, like, why you're being, like, suddenly, like, yanked back. Like, you don't understand why somebody's suddenly screaming at you. Like, it's scary, you know? Like, and that creates fear, not respect. Like, don't listen to, like, the old dynasty emperors or the old fucking, like, pharaohs or the old dictators or even the current dictators. Fear does not equal respect, okay? Fear equals fear, okay? And, like, fear can be bought. Okay, fear can be fought. Oh my god, that rhymed. Hello, I'm a future poet. Anyways, but, like, like, fear is useless because it's temporary. People can overcome fear and people can, like, overthrow fear. And you know what fear creates? Fear creates animosity and distrust. And you just completely, when you instill fear in somebody, you lose, like, you make them lose complete respect for you. Because, like, they fear you. They don't respect you. You gain somebody's respect by gaining their trust. And if you break their trust by making them fear you, that's getting the complete opposite effect of making them fear you, not respect you. And, like, it's just, like, respect lasts longer and it's just a better relationship. And fear is, like, temporary and, like, just creates animosity. And it's such, like, a bad, like, just, no. Like, you don't fucking instill fear in your child or even, like, your pets because you want them to behave. Like, that's not how you treat another living creature. Like, how would you feel if, like, you were being yanked around? Like, no, that's fucked up. Like, also screaming, not great either. Like, I get it, sometimes people get angry and, like, can't contain their emotions, okay? Scream into a fucking pillow, like, oh my god, like, swear. Like, breathing practices, sweetie, like, god, okay, like, fuck. If you have anger issues, go to therapy. If you have bigger problems than anger issues, take more therapy. Or if you're just pent up frustration, boxing or exercise. Like, hello, like, there are many solutions other than screaming at people, especially your own children. Like, that's just fucked up. Oh my god. Anyways, I ranted about this for way too long. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I felt like dissociating was, like, kind of like a defense mechanism for my dad shocking me, and, I couldn't, like, handle it, so I dissociated. But, and I'm also still not handling, like, don't let me not dissociating and, like, me appearing normal fool you. No, sweetie, like, still not okay with it. Still very unsure how to cross these waters, because I've never been here before. Like, it's kind of really, really terrifying. Like, don't fucking know what to do. And I still have, like, that nagging fear that, like, maybe he's not a bad person. Like, maybe you're wrong. Like, there's still that little girl in me who, like, idolizes him, who wants to defend him and, like, be like, but maybe. And then there's another part of me that's like, but nothing. Like, he's a fucking jerk. Like, don't, like, deceive yourself. But then I'm also like, what if I'm already deceiving myself? Like, what if my entire life is still a lie? Like, what if, like, I'm still in my fabricated reality? Like, fuck, man. Like, it's so fucking weird, and I hate it, and I freaking, like, I hate my brain. Like, it sucks. Like, it sucks so much, because, like, I have the support of all the people that I love and trust, and they all know him, and they all agree with me that he's not okay, but then, like, sometimes I think, but, like, 3 of them don't even actually know him, because, like, my 2 best friends and my therapist, like, they've never actually met my dad. They've only, like, heard about my dad through me. So, like, what if unconsciously, like, I've influenced their opinion of him by, like, trash talking him, and, like, what if my trash talking isn't warranted, and, like, what if I'm wrong? Like, it's fucked up, even though, like, I know, like, deep down, like, that I'm just, like, deluding myself still. But, like, I also, like, have this, like, irrational fear, and, like, it's all consuming, and, like, it makes me freeze. Like, just, I can't, it's so difficult, dude. Like, I don't even know how to begin to explain. Also, the video's almost done, because, like, 33 minutes and 11 seconds, almost there, so, you know, gotta end the video. Also, I've been talking way too long. And, like, most of it was trash, because, like, I was just ranting about nothing. And I also do not remember anything that I said during this video, so summary's gonna be shit. Anyways, goodbye.